the grandson of Right Thought. So I want y'all to think about something. How do you know you're strong? How do you know you're capable? Wise. I'm doing good. How you doing? Good. How do you know you're capable? How do you know you're able? How do you know what you're made of? I want you all to consider your inner world as like being in the gym. Your inner world like being in the gym. Okay? When you go to the gym, there's a rack, dumbbells on it. And they range in weight, let's just say at your particular gym, they range in weight from 10 pounds all the way up to 100 pounds. The dumbbells. Now, of course, when you first go into the gym, you couldn't lift those 100-pound dumbbells. You couldn't do a dumbbell press with the hundreds. Maybe you had to start with the 40s and work your way up. Now, when you started, let's just say you started with the 40s. 2 months later, maybe you're using the 50s now. Maybe you're using the 60s. Maybe even using the 70s. Your goal is to get to being able to press the hundreds, though. You see? Now, you have an idea when you set your goal of what you think strong is. You see that? What you actually think strong is. Now, here we go with the apple in my beard again, y'all. Here we go. All right. But when did you decide you were strong? Was it when you first started or when you finished? When you hit your goal, when you arrived at your goal, when you reached it? Is that when you knew? Now, why am I saying all this? Remember, your inner world is the same. When you first came in there, you had thoughts. You had limits. You see? But you wanted to go further. You wanted to overcome. You see? Now, how do you know if you're strong if you don't know what weakness is? See, that's why Paul said, in my weakness, then am I strong. I want y'all to hear that. I want you to hear the words and really understand what he's saying. In my weakness, then am I strong. What does he mean? In my weakness, then I am strong. Because I told you were lifting 40-pound dumbbells, but you wanted to be able to lift the hundreds. So the only way is to push yourself further, beyond the limit that you already had on yourself, which was 40 pounds. We're just using that as an example. But remember, let's talk about your inner world. We're going to bring this all full a circle, so stay with me. Then am I strong. So when I was lifting the 40s, I'm thinking I am strong to make that goal, which is 100-pound dumbbell lifts. I am strong enough to do that. Now, somebody may look at that and say, nigga, you can't even get the 50s up yet. What the hell you mean you can lift the hundreds? See, they say you can't even get the 50 up yet. Remember I told you, a month later, you'll be doing the 50s. A month later, you'll be doing the 60s. then the 70s, then the 80s, then the 90s, then the hundreds, and you will have reached your goal. Now, when were you strong? When you got to the hundreds? When you got to where you could lift the hundreds, that's when you were strong? Not when you overcame the 40s and got to the 50s. You weren't strong then. You see how you were considered yourself to have been weak then. But you're the same person that's lifting the hundreds now. So then how is I am not the same person who was lifting the 40s and the hundreds? That's the point. That's the point. It's the same I am doing the work. So even though I may seem weak, hey, you can only lift those 40s. You can't even get up to the hundreds, man. You're weak. I am strong because I still reach my goal. You see that? I still attain to my goal, which is to lift 100 pounds. Now, to get from 40 to 100 pounds, I had to go through adversity. I had to go through stress. I had to go through maybe injury. I had to go through feeling like I didn't want to do it, having the don't wants, having a bad case of the don't wants, laziness, complacency. All of those things I had to be strong to overcome. So though along the journey, I was strong all along. So do you see why he says, in my weakness, then am I strong? That's how I know how strong I am, nigga. All you see is me lifting the hundreds. You don't see what it took. You don't see what it took. You didn't see all the times I may have got injured. You didn't see all the times I had to overcome stress. You didn't see all the times I had to overcome adversity to get to this point. Believe, regardless of what I was looking at. Maybe I was doing a jump every month. Like I said, we're doing a 10-pound jump every month. Let's just say that's the way I'm doing it. And let's just say I go from 60 to 70. In that particular month, I missed my goal. I wasn't able to hit the 70s. Now do I say I'm weak again? Fuck, man. No. Let's not forget, I've overcome 30 gain of weight. Started at 40, got 50, got 60, damn near got 70, but I ain't there yet. So now I'm weak now. That's how a lot of people are doing it. Instead of saying, okay, get back to training. I got it. I got this. So now we want to relate all of what I've said about working out and being at the gym to your inner life. All right? So what Christ came to do was to set us free from wrong thought. Okay? From wrong thinking, thus feeling wrong. See, because those things go together, they're married. Thought and feeling, the man and the woman are married in us. So when our thoughts go wrong, then our feelings go wrong. You see that? So he came to liberate us of that and bring us into the truth so that we can be set free from thinking wrong. And knowing the truth. And what is that knowing of the truth? It's I am. Like I've said to you from the beginning. I am does it all. What do you say? I reign on the just and the unjust. I create the good and the evil. I am does these things. The Lord does these things. You see that? So now, we call Christ the Word. The Word. When you speak words inside of yourself or in that gym, then your results are going to be based on the words that you're saying. I don't feel like it. I can't do it. I can't lift that weight. I can't. That's what you're doing in your inner world with life. I can't do it. Okay, well, it's not you that is doing the doing. So if you crucify yourself, which is the I, see, I can't do it, but I am can. And if you knew that, then you'd be free from the pressure of trying to do. What did Christ say? I of myself can do nothing. Look at the words, y'all. Come on now. Come on. I, see the words? I. Y'all are so caught up in the person, not understanding that it's you. I of myself can do nothing. So that's you. So your I or your ego can of itself do nothing. It can't accomplish any task. But he says, it is my Father in me that doeth the works. I am is in me, and he is the one who is doing the works that you see me do. I can't do it. So then why are you saying I can't, I won't, not able, whatever words, negative words that you're putting after I am, or excusing I am and putting I in its place. You see that? That's what people are doing, and that's what people do when they, like I say, if you go to the gym, that's what determines who grows, who gets gains, and who doesn't. When I worked out in the gym 5-6 times a week, I would see pretty much the same people every time I went in there. Some of them looked the same every time I saw them. Some of them looked different. Some of them look the same. Some of them look different. Some of them change. Some of them get gains. Some of them don't. You see that? Some of them don't get no gains. And you say, why? You're coming to the gym, but you're not actually getting any gains or any results. So what are you doing here? You see? I used to see it all the time. Some people would get mad. Why am I not changing? This is what I'm saying. I want you guys to apply this to yourself. Every time I'm talking to y'all, man, the dog is barking. You can stop barking now, bro. Maybe they're telling y'all to listen up. Maybe the dog's telling y'all to listen up. Like I said, it's the same thing. The gym and you and in your inner world is the same. And you got to understand that. The same concept. Some of y'all never been to the gym. I understand some of y'all never worked out. But y'all can understand the concept. Anything that you do is that way. Now, all of y'all that's listening to me got some type of skill or talent that you have, right? Some things you're good at, some things you're not. Now, the things that you're good at, did it take practice, or did you just automatically was just great at it and it just is what it is? No, you may have a talent for the thing, but you have to hone that talent. Sculpt it. Make it perfect. You see? Training on the things that you don't have right so that you can be better, right? So y'all can understand the concept. Well, it's the same thing with your thinking. If you don't train the muscles, if you don't get the pump, then you're not going to get any results. So you see the people in the gym, they do the same workout, they don't get the results, and they're complaining. Why am my body not changing? My arms aren't getting bigger. You're not actually increasing weight. You're not changing your reps. You're not confusing your muscles. You're not eating the correct diet. You're not putting in the right fuel. Your rep count is off. You see? But instead of changing those things, they just start complaining that they don't have the results. Well, that's what you guys are doing. You're saying, I'm not changing my thoughts and my feelings, but yet I want my circumstances to change. It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. I told you, God's name is I am. That I am. So, what is the that you're putting on that? That you're putting there? What is the that you're putting after I am? Because the scripture says what? Don't take the Lord's name in vain. And when he was asked what his name was, he said, I am that I am. Now don't take that in vain. Don't you do that shit. Don't you take my name in lies. Take it in truth. And that's why Paul said, where I am weak, then I am strong. See? Then at that moment is when I get to prove it that I am. I get to prove I am strength in that moment. How else would I know that he is strong if he doesn't conquer over something that's hard? Like you in the gym. You look at another guy lifting the 100-pound dumbbells, pressing them. You're like, damn, that motherfucker's strong. See? So you think he just woke up and was able to press 100-pound dumbbells off his chest randomly? No. The same thing with this truth. You hear me giving it with great clarity. Well, that means I'm hitting the gym. I'm not trying to do it on my own ego. I'm not trying to impress you guys. I'm not trying to say things that are going to scratch your ears. scratch your back with my words. No, I'm going to let I am do it through me. Because Christ be in you unless you fail to meet the test, unless you be a reprobate. So my duty is to get out of the way when I feel like I can't. See, where I am weak, where I feel like I am weak, the I am comes and he displays his strength. Like Christ said, I of myself do nothing, but the Father in me, he who does the works. So if he taught us to emulate him, then don't you think we would be saying the same thing? It's not me that lifted that weight. It is I am who lifted it within me. See? I didn't have the strength to lift it, but I am does. Now, does it take some time? Remember, I told you, do you lift the 100-pound dumbbells your first try? No, you don't. It takes some time to build up that strength. So during the time of building up, do you just give up and you say, fuck it, I'll never reach that goal, and you give up? Well, you'll never reach it. That's the same thing you're doing with all the rest of the goals in your life. Because it's based upon what's going on inside of you, not outside. The nigga hangs on to his beliefs. He doesn't let them go just because the outside circumstances don't match it. I told you, when you went to the gym, you could only lift the 40s. Okay, well now you're going to quit? Are you going to quit? Or are you going to say, hold on, wait a minute, wait. Be a little patient, give us some time, stick to the protocol, stick to the strategy, and it'll work. Same thing that goes with this. Stick to the strategy. Don't give up. Don't let it go. Don't let the desire of your heart go. Hang on to it. That's the only way you'll obtain it. And then you'll be saying, man, I am strong. I did it. I reached my goal. See? That where I am, there you may be. Y'all don't understand these words. Now the I can experience the joys, the blessings of I am. Because I am was already strong. I was weak. I had to build up my strength to be where I am is. Y'all don't understand how that works. And when I get there, my job is to give glory to who it is due, which is I am, not I. Because that's what you see a lot of people do. Like I said, a lot of people go to the gym, they'll build up, get a nice body, and then they'll say, I am this. Without understanding what they're saying. Yeah, you're right. I am that. Not you. Because without I am, you can't do a damn thing. You only got the results that you, watch this and listen. You only got the results that you were looking for because of I am. You didn't get it because of anything else. Because as a man thinketh, so is he. So, he cannot be thinking I am weak and attain his goals of strength. He can't do it. It's not possible. He has to rest in I am strong. Previous to the results. Previous to the results or the seeing of it. That's why we don't walk by sight, we walk by faith. Nobody can deny that these things are written. So we walk by faith in the desire of the thing hoped for. Well, what is faith? Substance of the thing hoped for. Evidence ain't seen. So, and what does it say about faith? It is impossible to please God without it. I quote these things all the time to you because they are truth. Because they are truth. So you must exhibit faith. I am strong. That is my destination. I am rich. That is my destination. I am healthy. That is my destination. But it's now. All praises to the Most High for that. Thank you, Father. Thank you for bringing me into the knowledge of what I hope to have. Thank you for making it real to me now through your holy name, which I will not take in vain in lies. So I will not say I am weak because I am not weak. I is weak, see, but I am is not weak. I am is strong. So when I catch myself about to say it, or in other words, when I catch myself not feeling like going to the gym and losing my gains, Then I push through and do it anyway. Wait. Correction, I am strong. So get up, go. In other words, get up and go to the gym and do your work. So you can match the frequency of the thing hoped for, or the substance of the thing hoped for, the evidence not seen. Y'all hear that? Y'all see that? It ain't difficult to see once you get into it. And then what do you see in the gym as well? Do most people build themselves into their ideal body? No, they don't. Why? Because they fall off. Now, what does it say about the seed that was sown in the earth? Some of it fell on good ground, fertile. Some of it fell on rocky ground. You see? And it took root and it started to grow, but then it dried out and it withered and died. Damn, fucking tree snatched the hell out of my hair. Y'all see that? So it's no different here. It's no different with you in your inner world, like I keep trying to tell you. The substance of the thing hoped for, the thing you're aiming at. Saying the Father's name brings you into oneness with the desire. Because you're saying I am. You're not saying I will be strong. You're saying I am strong. I am. And then through a series of events, or a series of workouts, in other words, you will attain your goal. You see that? You will match it. The Father. Because He's I am, not you. It's Him in you. You see? We are in a tabernacle. Now search the scriptures and see if it says that you are actually dwelling in a tabernacle, which is your body. And see if it says that you're going to put this tabernacle off and be made new. Okay then. So that means that your body or your tabernacle was looking one way, feeling one way. That may be disease, sickness, starving, poor, weak. You see? Your old tabernacle. But Christ came to make all things new. Is that not what it says? So He makes it in His own image. He creates you in His own image, which is strength, power, virtue, might, authority. See that? And that's what we're doing today. Practicing every day. Strengthening every day. Training every day. Catching ourselves, not catching another person. If y'all could just understand that, you would go a long way in your growth. Because like I said, can you get gains by critiquing another nigga in the gym? I really want y'all to understand this shit. Can you get gains by training another nigga? Or critiquing his training? Or talking shit about his techniques? His form? Is that going to actually make you grow? No, it's not. The only thing that's going to make you grow is you putting in the hard work with yourself. Putting yourself through the fire. Now, when you work out, do you get something called a burn? When you're working the fuck out of that muscle? Yeah. You see that? Fire, burn. Same words. Does fire burn you? Yes. So it's the same words. Now, when you're in the gym, you hit the burn. Is that a positive or a negative? Come on. For the person who's working out, it's a positive. Now, does it always feel like it when you're feeling the burn? No. Feel like you're killing yourself. I used to have this saying when I went to the gym. Because my workouts were very intense. I mean, very intense. I had a very, very specific goal that I wanted to do with my body, and it was going to take a lot of work to get there. And so I was willing to put it in. So I would have very intense workouts. Working out, and I would tell people, they would see me, they would say, man, God, man, you're going crazy in that gym, man. Sheesh. You're doing so much I can't keep up. And I would say to them, I work out like I hate myself because I love myself. You follow that? I work out like I hate myself because I love myself. So working out is just the same thing as like I told you in your inner world. Now, what does that mean? That means I'm treating myself like I hate myself because I love myself. Now, let's see if that lines up with what Christ said. Give up your life for the kingdom's sake and you shall find it. See? Give up your life. He who gives up his life for the truth's sake shall find it, but he who seeks to save his life shall lose it. Now, work out like I hate myself. Am I seeking to save my life if I'm working out like I hate myself? Pushing my body to the limit, feeling the burn through every fucking muscle until I'm damn exhausted? No. You see? It's very clear. It's so simple to understand. If he's doing that and he's giving up his life, well, that sounds like the same thing. For the greater gain or the new body that I'm going to have. So I sacrifice my old body, which is the pain, the discomfort that the old body is going to go through. Will I always feel this pain and discomfort? Nope. That's why I am strong. You see that? I am strong because I want to be able to overcome every obstacle that comes my way. Every one of them. I want to be able to lift myself out of every obstacle. So the only way that I can do that is build my muscles up, man. Not complain that I'm not building my muscles up and then say, oh, well, hey, the circumstance will overcome me then. No, I overcome it. What did Christ say? I have overcome the world. So I worked myself up and got strong enough to overcome it, to lift that weight. You see? And guess what? If you lift the weight like Christ do with his form, then the weight becomes light. Now let's see if he says that. Take my burden upon you, my yoke upon you, and learn of me, for my burden is easy and light. See? Learn my technique. Learn my, here they go, y'all, look. They're getting ready. They're getting ready. Even though this one be quiet. This little black dog be cool, look, he ain't even looking. But these other two, I think y'all just having fun. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. You too. All right. So like I said, I work out like I hate myself because I love myself. Now we're going to take that to the inside world. That means that my I, see, the I, or myself, the I is going to be rejected or neglected or crucified, which means his wants and his desires are going to be cut off. He's going to be starved so that he may die, so I no longer hear his voice in my head, saying vain things to me that don't matter. I'm tired. Fucker, do you think we're going to be able to lift that 100 pounds if you're always saying you're tired? If you're always saying you're weak? Do you think we're ever going to hit our goal? Well, no. Do you want to hit your goals? Yes. Well, then get up and do it. So the same thing goes with your inner world. I'm neglecting his wants and his needs because they don't profit me. Now, if you're trying to get a goal in your body and you don't feel like eating the right food, you don't feel like doing the gym, are you going to reach your goals? Now, who held you back from your goals? Someone else did? Listen closely, y'all. Someone else held you back from hitting that 100-pound dumbbell? Or was it you setting yourself back? Well, then what does that mean about your inner world? No one is setting you back but yourself. See how wonderful that is? No one is setting you back from your goal, which is to be one with I am, but you. You are actually denying it. And all you're doing is denying truth. You're not actually denying what you think is real because you're looking at the circumstances. You're denying the truth when you deny I am the truth. Because remember, I am that I am. So think of the that as a blank. So I am blank I am. So now, you say I am tired, then that's what I am. You see that shit or not? You are the blank that you put in there. Simple as that. Now, when you start this process, you're just I am with nothing after it. Blank, invisible, nothing. I am until you put a word there. And what word are you deciding? Because it's your decision, just like it's your decision to get up and go to the gym and train. It's not anybody else's decision, and no one else can change whether you do it or not. Like I said, in my own case, I had a very, very, very tough goal to reach. I was very hard on myself. I'm like, I want to want to be perfect. I want my body to be perfect. Well, I reached my goal. I was looking in the mirror like, shit, man, I'm good. I had people at work and shit that was seeing me at my job and seeing me around town. They're like, you don't have any other work to do, man. Your body is perfect, bro. You ain't got nothing else for you to do. You see that? Others will bear witness of the power and the truth that they see the I am that's in you. You have made yourself one with your goal. That means you've made yourself one with God. Simple. Is God beautiful? Or is he ugly? Which one would you say? Because it's up to you. Which one would you say? Which one is true? So then align yourself with truth, which is going to take you to have to work out and build your muscles up. Because some muscles are not as strong as others. When I worked out in the gym, oh, my legs are strong as hell, boy. I'm squatting hundreds of pounds and shit without much training. I'm like, damn, I'm just naturally strong in my legs. Shit. My upper body had to catch up. My upper body had to really build my bench press up. I had to be very diligent about that. Like, hold on, let me really focus on my bench press and get my bench press weight up so I can be just as strong up top or feel just as strong up top as I do down low. Because right now, my lower body killing my upper body. Well, I balanced them things out. But it took years to get to the goal. It took at least 3 years for me to reach my goal of intense, diligent, every week workouts. You see? So do you think it's any different with this, is the point? It's not any different. It's the same thing. Set a goal and don't stop pushing the weight. Don't stop pumping through the burn until you reach the goal, because it is inevitable that you will. That's another thing I want you guys to know. Pay attention to this. It is inevitable that you reach your goal if you're working toward it. When I got out of being locked up, I had no communication with anybody. I didn't have no ride. I was very far away from home. If you know my videos, then you know this story. I knew which direction my destination was in. Watch this, y'all. Watch closely to this. Wake up. I knew which direction I had to go to get to my destination, which was north. I was 300 miles away from my destination and I'm on foot walking. But I knew that if I kept going north, it's inevitable. I will reach my goal. Now you tell me that that's not true. If my goal is north, though it is 300 miles away and I am on foot, if I keep going north, I'll eventually reach it. Maybe it'll take a month, maybe it'll take a couple weeks, maybe it'll take a couple days. I don't know, but I know that I will eventually reach my destination. So I started moving in that direction. The next day, I was at home. The way you see me walking right now through this neighborhood is the way I was walking on I-75 north, on the side of the freeway. Just like I'm walking right now. Thinking to myself, if I keep walking this direction, I'll eventually get home. I don't know when or where or how. See, I don't know when or how. I've said this before in my videos. Check and see if I have said this to you. The when and the how is not your job. Now I'm going to prove it to you guys if you think I'm making this up. See how I am strong, no longer wavering on this? Watch. I told you I was 300 miles away. I'm walking on the side of the freeway. I got home the next day. The next afternoon, I was at home. So then how I made it, I didn't know. See? When I made it, I didn't know. See? Let this shit come like oil over your head and anoint you today. Because most of the things that are happening in your life, you're saying, how is it going to work? Or when? That's what you guys are paying attention to. Time and how. When that is not your job. And I'm proving it to you. All I knew was what and why. Which is my job, is to let I am know what and why I want it. What do I want and why do I want it? And then he figures out when I'll have it and how I'll get it. I'm walking, at some point, tears coming down, all kind of shit, going through a lot emotionally inside. But I kept singing praises to the Most High. You are powerful. I am powerful. I am filled with wisdom and might. I just kept singing those words over and over and over again. I told you, I got home the next day. So if you persist in your I am, it will happen. And the more you persist, the sooner it'll happen. So the things that you want in your life, do you want them to happen soon? Well, persist in them harder. Now, I'm going to prove to you that this is the case again with scriptures. There was a judge, an unrighteous judge at that. There was an unrighteous judge. And a woman came to him to bring her case to him. Every day she came. Help me, 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 help me. He would just keep ignoring her day after day after day. No, get her out of here. Go, go. No, I'm not trying to listen to you. Every day she came. Eventually, that man said, that unrighteous judge said, what does this woman want, man? Give it to her because she keeps bothering me. Just give her what she asked for. You see? So Abba's telling you, persist. Knock. Keep knocking. Keep insisting. And then eventually, you'll have it. Now, if an unrighteous judge can do that, you don't think a righteous judge who is Abba Yah can? But y'all don't persist. So you don't get the gains, or you don't get to 100. You may get to 80. And a lot of you just say, oh, but that's good enough. My chest is bigger, my arms are bigger. I'm able to at least lift 80s. I mean, I was at 40 when I started. You're making excuses for not reaching your goal. That ain't wise neither, man. You settle. Fuck settling. We're gonna reach our goals. Because there's no reason why we shouldn't, because there's nothing that can stop it from happening if we persist. Simple. Simple. But do you believe that or not? Do you believe it or not is the question. Because I'm telling you, when I was building up the weight, every time I would go up with a feeling of knowing that I could do it. Now, does that mean that every time I was able to? No. Sometimes I had to take the weight back down. Damn, thought I could go up this week. My energy ain't up this time. Let me see. What's going on? Maybe it's something I ate, or maybe my muscles haven't recovered good yet. Just give it another week. Try again next week. See? Because I'm going to reach my goal. It is inevitable. I've already said I am that. I am lifting 100-pound dumbbells. I already said I am that, and there's nothing that can stop it. But the when it happens and how it happens, up to Abba Yah. And I told you I'm walking 300 miles, and I got there in the next day. While sleeping that night, I was able to get a good night's sleep as well. So I walked until the sun went down at night, and I was able to get help and get a good night's sleep, wake up in the morning, get breakfast, and then get taken all the way home. In a way that I could not have seen it. Person, I didn't even know who that person was. I didn't know that help was coming at all. I didn't know how it would come. You see? Abba Yah did, because that's his part. We are a team. We work together. We are married. We work as a couple. Now, when a wife wants something, she may not know how or when her husband will provide it. Look at this shit, guys. But y'all want to deny this shit, even though the level, on every level, it's true. The wife goes, honey, I want a pool in the back. He goes, okay. I like that idea. I think that'd be cool. Get a pool back there. Us and the kids have a good time back there. Invite friends over. Yeah, that'd be good. But she doesn't know when he'll be able to get it. And she doesn't really know how. See? But once he says, you know, that's a good idea, baby. All right, we're going to work that out. Just be patient. I'll work it out. She trusts that and believes that. Every day she's looking out her back window, seeing that pool back there. Every day she's seeing her kids playing in that water. Before it even happens, she's just visualizing it because she trusts her husband's word. He said, okay. He said, yes. Because she desired something. That's it. She desired something. Now he's willing to make it happen. Now some months go by. The man comes up, big ass truck pulling up to the crib, pulling up all the equipment and shit, making the pool, crews back there doing it and shit. She's like, oh, baby, you ain't getting the pool? He's like, yeah, guess what? I didn't even have to pay for it, babe. I didn't have to pay for it. There was a program and some shit at my job and shit. They was doing duh. And now we're getting this thing put in and shit for cheap or barely nothing at all. It doesn't matter. She got her wish. Y'all see that? She got her wish. So that's what the same thing is going on with us. You see? You make what you desire something, you make that known. What does it say? Make your request known. See how when you're in right thought, it's just all God's thoughts? What did he say? My ways are higher than your ways. Isn't that not what he says? Because people think, I told you, the only way you can have something is to go to a job, get a check, get some money, and then you'll have the thing. But that's not true. That's not true, because the how and the when is not your choice. So, it's up to you to decide today what the results are that you want. And that's all, guys. And be willing to put forth the work. Now, what is the work? I told you, the woman looking out the window, visualizing it, feeling good, holding her hands to her chest. Oh man, this is so wonderful. That's the work. Because if her husband sees her doing that, he's going to want to get it even more. So if God sees you doing that, he's going to want to give it to you even more. So simple, guys. You think if he sees his wife pouting, mad, complaining, giving him shit because she didn't have it yet every day, that he's going to go get it? Hell no, he ain't. Y'all know that. What's up, y'all? Good? Good, good. But yeah, when you know the truth, you like, shit, okay, hold on. If I act in an expectant way for the thing that I would like to have, if I act like it's already there and I rejoice over it, it'll come even quicker. Yes, because it has to match. It has to match you. Think about what you're saying, guys. If you're celebrating the victory has to be there to match, or else why are you celebrating? Which is what the universe is going to say. It's looking at you. Why are you doing that? Because I had the thing I looked for. Okay, here you go. That's simple. Stop letting the world tell you how to get stuff. I'm telling you the truth on how to do it. I'm telling you the truth. We've been lied to, y'all. We have been duped. We were tricked. Look at the cat sitting up there like a sphinx. That's his house. He's like, yeah, that's my damn house. But we've all been duped by this system, guys. Stealing it away from us. Stealing our freedom. See? Away from us. Man, by sheer desire? Well, he says what and why. That's all you gotta do. And I'll do the how and the when. See that? And then sometimes we don't get the thing we ask for because we ask amiss, or our desires and our thoughts don't actually link up together, which you can't fool God. He's not mocked. Your husband and your wife have to come to God together and ask. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. Your husband and your wife have to approach the throne together, which means your thoughts and your feelings have to be unified. You can't fool God, which means this. You're saying, Abba, yeah, I want that nice body so I can be healthy and so that people will see me and bless you and give you glory. And that's what they say. But inside, they're really like, I want to fornicate and I want people to think I'm sexy and to like me and to be attracted to me and to get attention. So when you approach, you ask in amiss. You're not asking correctly. Your wife and your husband don't agree. You think they do, but they don't. Or you think you can disguise that they don't. No. Y'all see that? So, all of us, husbands and wives now, the elect, the family, those who believe this truth and know this truth, let's all clasp hands now. Put our hands in each other's hands and ask our Abba Yah for what we desire together, male and female, as the way it was in the beginning. In truth. See? What does it say? Those who worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. See that? spirit, the inside world. And in truth, that's where the inside world is in truth. Truth is in the inside world. It is what you're doing there. I said my kingdom is not material, which means the material world, which you can see with your eyes. And if you trust to this, which you can see, to give you the things that you desire, then you're erroring. You are in error. That's not free. They've given you these lies, guys. They have lied to us. I told you. What did they say to us? Financial freedom. Financial freedom means having a whole lot of money. And so they sold you that lie of financial freedom. If you get a lot of the money, then you'll be free to do the things in life that you want to do. That's a lie. Because you'll waste away. You'll spend your whole time trying to stack up money. Now look at the people that chase money and see if it's ever enough for them. If they ever do truly find freedom. They don't. They don't know the secret I just told you. I had no money. I just got out of jail, walking on the side of the freeway from one state into a whole nother state, guys, with not a dime in my pocket. And I got home the next day and I got fed and I got a bed to sleep in with no money. And so but this world want to try to convince me that I need money to have those exact same things. It's a fucking lie, man. I didn't have a phone. A man gave me a phone while I was walking. He stopped on the side of the freeway and picked me up, took me 4 or 5 miles down. He said, "That's as far as I can take you." And he let me out, but he gave me a phone. So now I had a phone, I had GPS, I knew where I was. That's how I knew I was 300 miles away. I was like, damn! I'm walking, it's telling me on the GPS how long it's gonna take for me to walk that far. I'm like, sheesh. And I'm laughing, looking at that little dot on that screen as I'm walking, just barely moving. Just barely moving, and I'm looking at my destination. It's so far away. The next day I was there. And without any money to help me do it. So now, I did that without money. So if somebody says you must have the money to do those things, they've lied to you. Because what did I do? I assumed that I was already at my destination. And I stayed in a positive mind frame, believing that the whole time. Like I said, when the guy took me the 4 miles, he drove me the 4 miles because he was running errands. He said, "I could take you just a couple miles up, but not too far." He took me a couple exits up the freeway, drove up a little bit, dropped me off. I saw the GPS and I looked at the phone that he had given me. I saw the GPS move and I had to laugh. I said, "Well, see, Abba, there's already saved me, who knows, an hour." You know what I'm saying? That already saved me a couple hours of worth of walking, maybe. And I rejoiced in that instead of I still got 280 miles to go. Fuck, I didn't do that. And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. It's a simple choice of what you're gonna choose. You're gonna be the person that says, "Fuck that shit, man. That guy only gave me a couple of just a little bit of help. Fuck, I still got 287 miles to go." Or I'm gonna say, "Thank you, Abba Yah, for giving me that help. Thank you, the Most High, for helping me to get to my destination faster than I would have if I didn't have faith. Thank you for that." And I stayed in that vibration, so he continued to help me likewise. I told you, if you see the wife rejoicing in the back of the house looking at the pool that ain't there yet, you're gonna wanna put that pool there. Let me make my baby happy, because she's already happy about it. But if every day she's like, "Fuck," she looks outside, the pool's not there, "Fuck, I thought you said you're gonna put a pool." You're like, "Damn, baby, it's only been one day. Give me a little minute. Give me a little time to get the money up," or whatever the case may be, or whatever. Oh, fuck. All right, storms out. You think you're gonna wanna produce that for her? With joy, happiness? Hell no, you're not. No, you're not. So what makes you think Abba Yah is gonna give it to you with joy and happiness when you don't do that for him? Expecting it, knowing it. It is inevitable. I'm going to get to my destination. even if it looks insurmountable, like I just described to you guys. Like I just described to you. Something may look insurmountable. It may look impossible. But what did Christ say? With God, all things are possible. So do I believe that? It's so simple. Do I believe it? And people say, yep, I believe it. Okay, well, stop your complaining. Huh? Don't complain. That's just human nature. That's normal. Right. But you want to come out of human nature and come into God nature. You want to be transformed by the renewing of your mind or the renewing of your thoughts. Now, this cannot be denied. The renewing of the mind is the renewing of the thoughts. Renew. So you have to take out all the old thoughts that you used to have. Take all those out and put in new ones. Then the expression will be new. It has no choice, because then your feelings will hear the new thoughts and come into alignment. Now the husband and the wife are together, and now I'm going to send the blessings down. See that? Fornication, lasciviousness, and lust and all that is when your husband and your wife in your house are cheating on each other. Your thoughts are one way and your feelings are another. That's the lasciviousness. That's lust. That's fornicating. Let your eye be single. How can your eye or you be single if your male and your female are two separate beings apart from each other, thinking and feeling totally different? Your eye is no longer single. It can only be single if the man and the woman come as one. Become one flesh, see? So now your thoughts and your feelings rest in I am's truth. I am home. If that's my goal and I'm not home and my destination is home and I want to be home, I assume I'm home. And then I feel the feelings that match the feelings of being home. So I've thought it and felt it together as one. I'm there. And nothing can stop it except I. Only I can stop it from coming to being by changing my vibration or my thoughts and feelings, changing them. And why do that when I know that ain't going to serve me? Because we wise today. You see that? So y'all with me on this? Y'all gonna do it now? Gonna stop being negative? When the block comes up, you're gonna stop saying, oh man, I'm being blocked. No, you're not. Nothing can block I am. So if you say you're being blocked, then you don't believe in I am. And then you're gonna have to go, yep, that's true. Okay, well then come on back home. Come on back home to rest, to your Shabbat. Resting in I am. What did we say? Hanging on to his promises. Believing his promises. Did Abraham believe God and it was counted unto him as the righteousness or right thinking? See? You see that? So, like I said, put his words to the test and try them out and see for yourself. And then you should know the truth and then you'll be set free. But you'll never be set free if you don't try it. And the only reason you won't try it is out of fear, which is interpreted disbelief, unbelief. See that? Ain't it beautiful when you hear it and you see it? Because you ain't alone. You got others out here doing the work with you. You got others out here working laboring in the vineyard. Like I said, it's time we clasp our hands together and make our requests known to one another. Right here in the comments of this video that's talking about it. You guys can make your requests known. What is it you would like to have or see in your life? And we can work on it together. Or we can spot each other. Doesn't that make it easier? Speaking of the gym, this is the last thing I'm going to say because I'm almost back. Spot each other, y'all. When you see a brother struggling to lift that weight, you just watch him from the other side of the gym, or do you run over there and then you spot it? Come on, brother, come on. Don't pick it up off of him. And don't give him the opportunity to finish. You just help him along the way. You just bump that weight up a little bit. Come on, brother, you got it, you got it, you're strong. Let's go. Let's go, let's get it. Push, push. Eventually he's gonna get that weight up. Then he's gonna feel good about himself. His I am is going to increase. Or confidence. See? What does it say? Does it say we approach God with confidence or not? Shalom Yisrael.